Alright, this is my second time making my video because my mom interrupted my first video I made. Don't you hate when that happens? Oh darn. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, first question. Where were you when Patrick Kane scored the goal? I was at my friend's house, in the garage. They had like 2 TVs, and both had the Hawks game on it against the Flyers. And at first I was really confused when he scored because most of the Hawks players were confused except for Kaner and like Sharpie and a few other people that were following him after he was throwing off his equipment and stuff. And it didn't hit me at first. I was kind of confused. I didn't know if it was in or if the refs were gonna say no goal or something like that. And then my friend's dad is like, Patrick Kane just scored the game-winning goal. I'm like, wait, I'm so confused. And then once like all the Hawks were off the bench, I kind of knew that we had won the Stanley Cup. And I was still in shock after they won, and I kind of screamed, and then I said the Hawks really weird, and to this day, every time the Hawks are playing at my friend's house, they taunt me and make fun of me for squeaking really badly. And later on during the night, we like lit off fireworks because the Hawks won, and then we like honked car horns after they won, and then we watched the players' interviews, and it was pretty much a good night. And then the whole summer was just like Hawks, 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 Hawks. And yeah, besides the losing all the players, which I do hate because I miss a lot of those players. And time for Taylor's questions. She asked me 10 questions. Okay, that's a lot, but I love you for doing that. How many Blackhawks games have you been to? I've been to, I think, 3. Because last year I went to 3. I went to a preseason against the Penguins, which we killed them. And then I went to Hawks versus Kings. And I think the Hawks, they won that game, and I remember John Scott beating the crap out of that one Kings player. And then I went to the Hawks versus the Lightning, but we ended up losing because they had a shutout. I was pretty pissed about that. I started going to Hawks games last year because that's when my dad brought me to them. And then this year, I know I'm going to 1, and that's the Hawks versus Dallas Stars in Dallas, their home opener. I'm skipping school because of it. I think I'm missing like a half day only though. And I'm probably gonna get an Adam Burr shirt because I love Burr. I miss him from the Hawks. Okay. Next question. Do you like anyone on the Kings? I like Drew Doughty, and I think Colin Fraser went to the Kings, if I'm not mistaken, because then it'd be Frazzle Dazzle. That's another one. I really don't watch the Kings, so I don't really have a favorite player on there besides Drew. Next question. Do you like apples? I actually really like apples, but the only way I'll eat them is if they're cut up, because I don't like them solid and full. I just won't eat it like that. Next question. Who's your #1 favorite from the Blackhawks? It would have to be Patrick Sharp and Duncan Keith. I just love them. If Dustin Byfuglien and Andrew Ladd and Christopher Stieg were still in the Hawks, then they'd be my favorite Hawks, but they're not on a team, so it's Patrick Sharp and Duncan Keith. I also like Corey Crawford too. And one of my probably new favorite Hawks is Dan Carcillo, because I just love Carcillo. That's it for that question. Do you get annoyed when people ask you why you're a Canucks and Blackhawks fan? Yes, I do. I get so annoyed. Like, you don't even know. Like, okay, I know they're rivals. I know that. But their rivals didn't start until, like, the past 3 years ago. I don't care. Like, honestly, I don't at all. If the Hawks versus the Canucks, I'll cheer for the Hawks. They're my number one team. I was born a Hawks fan. I mean, I wasn't born, because I didn't start liking hockey when I was first born. I didn't like them that much. But anyway, the Hawks are my number one. And I like the Canucks. And I don't care. I don't give a shit what people say. You can keep coming to my ass box. Sounds like I say it. But anyway, keep coming to my box and asking those questions. My response will be Hawks are first, and then the Canucks. So that takes care of that. I don't care about rivals. Honestly, I don't. Okay. Next question. Odd question, but is your last name Lithuanian? Yes, it is. It's Lithuanian, and I'm surprised you knew that. Probably because Facebook. Next question. Are you happy that Carcillo is finally a Hawk? Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, I liked him on the Flyers, but on the Hawks, now I'm just like, eee. You should have saw me. Like, I was supposed to go to the carnival when I first found out about Carcillo, and then my friends blew me off. I didn't care because I just, like, I pretty much squealed for like an hour, jumping up and down and be like, I'm so excited, I can't hide it. So I'm really excited about him being on the Hawks. I really am. Okay. Next question. And yes, you did spell Carcillo wrong, but that's okay. Have you ever tried poutine? Poutine? I'm not Canadian, so I don't know how to pronounce it right. And Francesca is probably going to yell at me because I'm not pronouncing it right. And no, I never tried it, but it looks really good, and I will try it. I mean, I've been in Canada, but I've never tried it. I want to try it, though. I will eventually. Did you cry when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup? I actually didn't. Like I said, I was shocked. And I was shocked at that. But now every time I watch it, I will cry. I don't know why. I guess the first time I saw it, it was shock, and I was confused, so probably that's why I didn't cry. And Non sent me, I think you're really pretty. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. That's all my questions, so I'm gonna go now because this video is about 9 minutes long, and thanks guys for putting questions in my box. So, bye!